Texas and the Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They'll try to pop the draw. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. You got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, for these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the catch.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. The give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on, hard to get him to the ground.
He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorn! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Power about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams.
Turning it on! Hard running there. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Running back searching for a hole. Snowed under by the defense. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
And we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep their physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Here comes the heat. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Williams will pass. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeps it. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking for space. It's Tatum. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a 1st.
On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. On the option.
defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. The quick out. Breaks into the open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Lewis to throw. Makes the grab. Lead a defender miss. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
And now this offense will take the field again. He'll do it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Finding an escape route. Ripping off a good chunk in. The 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Might as well give it to him again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him one to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Find some fresh air. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Offense changing the play. Gets the back moving. Lewis wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch on the left. Open spaces. Touchdown, Texas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams looking for a man. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Defense dropping into soft coverage. They'll give it to the back. On the move at the 30. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. A strike downfield. Turning on the Jets. What a play to get it inside the red zone. They are set up at the 17.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing it around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the 3rd quarter, all tied up as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Creates a little space. Turning it on. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. At the 45 on his way. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up. Now he's looking to throw it. Rushes on him. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Crosses the 30, he's got away. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lewis to throw. Slings it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Right on the money. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
The Longhorns trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give them the lead. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Oh, he's got some space. 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got a step and just dusted the field. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
He'll bring it out. It's Hill. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Creates a little room. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
And the Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Lewis wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the 2nd half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield,
intercepted for the 11th time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Sooners will hustle to the line. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Handoff from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Williams will pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too. But those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the line.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Touchdown, Sooners! They move on top here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Butler. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to commit.
He's taking the shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Lewis to throw. Buying some time. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 40. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Looking to throw on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time he's got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The give is to Williams. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Got it in the middle. It's Simon. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Lewis to throw. Steps away to find some room. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? I'm going to go for it. It's your decision.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Williams looking for a man. The sweet feet buy a little time. Uncorks one to the middle. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Sooners will snap it on first and 10. Finding open areas. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.